Hello there. So this session will be a demo on record type creation and layout assignments. Let me quickly show you how it would look like if there is no record type at all. So we are going to create record types for the account object, right? So right now I am in the accounts tab, and let me try clicking on this new button. So it would directly lead me to the account creation page, and these are all the fields we could see in the account creation. So yeah, you can see, right? So this is how it would look like. So yeah, let's start off with record type creation. So we are now going to create a record type on account object. I'm navigating to account object, and here if you see there is this record types, right? So when you click on this, it will list out all the existing record types. So as you can see now, we have one record type existing in account. So let's try creating out a new record type, a new let's take the scenario which we have discussed in the presentation as well. So let's create two different record types, one for patient and one for doctor. So yeah, firstly, this existing record type, right? So this basically is used to, if you remember, we can define a pick list using, the pick list to be visible based on the record type, right? So that is what this existing record type would do for now. So as you could see over here, the new record type will include all the pick list values from the existing record type. So that is why we will be selecting this particular existing record type. So right now I'll have this as account record type, and record type again. Why this is only while creating a new record type, but you can again go ahead and update the pick list values for this particular record type. Let's see how it will be done. But right now I'll have this account record type and label as patient. Record type name, which is that the API name, would get automatically populated. Description, so this is again just for our reference, which is not a compulsory field, but let's have it as this is to create a patient records. So okay, yeah, then we can, this is again active or inactive, so let me check this. And if you see over here, this basically would be, we could select, we could define which profile should have access to this particular record type. We can have every single profile to have access, or just a specific profile like system admin. And when we select one, we could able to see this another checkbox, which is the make default being enabled, right? So what this would do is, like for now, we can see this account record type as default, but when we do this patient record type would be as default. So whenever we try to create a new account, this patient would be the default record type. So yeah, I'll define this as is, and I'll define this only for system administrator. So going ahead, clicking on next. Yeah, this would lead out to the page layout assignments. So page layout assignments can be done in two ways. While creating, yeah, this is how it has to be done. But once done, we would also be able to edit it. I'll show you. I should show that to you later, maybe. So right now we can apply one layout to all profiles, or we can apply different layout for each profile. So let me do this only for system admin, since we have provided access only for system admin. And just for your information, I've already created two different page layouts, one for patient and another for doctor. So let's use the same. I'll show you how that has been defined once we create this these two record types. So since this is a patient, I am going to provide patient layout for patient record type, and clicking on save. It's saving. Yep, give it a minute. Yeah, you can see this particular record types here, right? And here you can see the section pick list available for editing. So this is every single pick list field available in the account object. So we can just go ahead and edit this. Like for example, for our scenario, we'll have the specialist field, and if I click on this edit, so give it a minute. Yeah, these are the values available, pick list values available in this particular field. So we have defined this in a way like this is specific for specialist is mostly specific for doctors, right? So it has to be NA for patient. So let's define it that way. So I'm going to remove all these four and have NA for this patient record type, and we can also select a default value if needed, or not, just it can be as is. And I'm saving on this. So yeah, we have created a patient record type, and we have defined this particular specialist pick list value. for this particular patient record type. Let's now create another record type as doctor. New, the same way. Give it a second. So I'm going to have patient as the existing record type for reference, and doctor has to be the record type label, name automatically populated. So this is to create doctor records. Active has to be true, and again similarly I'm going to give access only to system admin, and I'm not making this as default. Patient here, as you could see, is the default. Then next, it's coming up the page layout, right? So here again, for each profile, system admin, and this time I'm going to create, give the doctor layout and clicking on save. So give it a sec. Yep, it got saved now. And again, the same pick list value. Let's select 1 second. It's coming up. Let me refresh the page maybe. Yep, here it is. So the same pick list value, right? Specialist. So this time we want every single pick list value to be available except for NA. So now I'm going to update the pick list value for the same field specialist, which we have done for the patient record type. So clicking on edit, yeah, you can see the setup right now same as patient record type, right? So this is because while creating we have selected the existing record type as patient. So that is why. So for this we do want all the 4 values and not NA, and default if you want we can select something. Okay, let me have it as dermatologist maybe, and I'm going to save this. So yep, both these record types are set right now. So coming back over here, the page layout assignment can also be done from here, like using this button, page layout assignment. So when we click on this, so yeah, as we have seen in the presentation, this will have profiles, record types, and their respective page layouts being assigned. And if we see for system admin, the doctor record type as doctor layout and patient record type as patient layout. Let me quickly show you how these 2 layouts should look and how it would differ. So maybe we can just go and try to create a new patient and doctor record so that we understood the difference between those. If you see over here for doctor layout, we have all these information, address, phone, fax, age, specialist, and we have professional information section with work address, license information section. So again, these 2 sections are basically for specific only to the doctor page layout, whereas for patient layout we just have this personal information like the address, phone, fax, specialist, parent account, age, and stuff, right? So let us now try creating a record. Okay, let me duplicate this tab, and I'm going to navigate to the accounts tab. So accounts, yep, it's coming up. So when you try to create a new account, yeah, here it would show, since there are 3 record types being assigned. I mean, this system admin profile has 3 record types access, right? So that is why we are able to see all these 3 record types. And if you remember, we have patient as default, correct? So patient is selected as default while opening the while clicking on this new account button. Again, we can select accordingly. We can maybe go with account record type or even doctor record type, and you can see the description over here. So let's first try to see how patient record type layout would look like. So clicking on next, yeah, you can see, right, only this personal information section is over here, and the specialist, when we click on this, we are able to see only NA. That is what we have defined, right? So that is why it is only NA. So let me have something as David, right? Okay, I think that should be it. Clicking on save. So yeah, now let us see how the doctor record type would look like. So I'm going to select doctor. Next, and yeah, you can see the other 2 sections over here, right? Professional information and license information as well. And in specialist we have selected dermatologist as default value, so we can see dermatologist right away. And if I click on this drop down, we will be able to see all the other values as well. So this is the significance of record type and page layout assignment in Salesforce. Thank you and happy learning.